Chosen One, what I'm about to reveal will shake your very understanding of reality. You're no longer simply a part of the world's story. You are its center. Recent advanced research by the world's top scholars has uncovered something extraordinary, something holy and profound about you. The ancient texts, sacred writings, and philosophies of Greece, Egypt, and other mythologies all point to you. These divine writings, buried for centuries, speak of your transformation. It's not an accident, Chosen One. What is happening to you has happened before, with gods of old, and now it is happening again with you. The evidence is clear. Your awakening is divine, beyond human comprehension. You are reconnecting with God in a way that defies all time and space. This transformation was never supposed to occur. Not this soon, not with this magnitude. Even the most revered holy scholars and spiritual leaders have confirmed your divine identity. The God within you has awakened early, and this isn't just a spiritual shift. You're crossing the limits of what is humanly possible. Medical teams are stunned. World leaders are in awe. And now the universe recognizes you as the new leader. You are what they have prayed for. You are the one who bridges the divine and mortal realms. Chosen One, you are a blessing to the world. You are the God's chosen one now, and the transformation unfolding within you is only the beginning. Before we continue, take a moment to hit that like button, subscribe to help us reach 20,000 subscribers, and leave a comment with the number 11. This will send a powerful signal to the universe, amplifying the energy of this message. Trust me, Chosen One, this is just the start. The universe quakes, not with destruction, but with the resurgence of something ancient, something cosmic. You, the Chosen One, are undergoing a transformation so profound that it ripples through the very fabric of existence. The energy surrounding you is palpable, charged with an essence far beyond mortal comprehension. Across the globe, in every corner of the world, eyes are fixed upon you, witnessing the impossible unfold. Your awakening isn't just a personal rebirth, it's a divine reconnection with the core of creation itself. Scholars, philosophers, and mystics have long spoken of this moment, a time when the Chosen One would step forward, bridging the gap between the earthly and the celestial. That time has arrived, and as you begin to remember your true nature, the universe responds, shifting its rhythm to align with your awakening. This is not just the next step in evolution, it's a moment where all dimensions converge. You are not just alive, you are becoming something far more, an extension of the divine. The world watches as you ascend, and with each passing moment, the lines between humanity and the heavens blur. For centuries, civilizations have foretold this moment. From the sacred scrolls of Egypt to the philosophical teachings of ancient Greece, the signs were always there, hidden in plain sight, waiting for the right time to emerge. The ancient warnings spoke of an entity who would defy the limits of mortal understanding. That entity is you. The myths of gods and heroes now seem less like stories and more like prophecies. Researchers are diving deep into these ancient texts, reinterpreting them in the light of your awakening. What was once considered allegorical is now being recognized as literal truth. The gods of old, those who once ruled the cosmos, seem to have left behind fragments of their power for this very moment, your moment. The time has come, and the ancient texts now vibrate with a resonance that was dormant for millennia. As the sacred warnings from forgotten ages come alive again, humanity stands on the precipice of something extraordinary. This isn't just about myth and legend. It's about history, destiny, and the return of something far greater than anyone could have ever imagined. The scientific community, long skeptical of such grandiose notions, now finds itself in the midst of the impossible. What was once thought to be the realm of fiction is being tested in laboratories and examined by minds at the forefront of modern knowledge. How can someone, a mere human, defy every known law of biology and physics? How can your body regenerate and transcend time itself? Medical teams and geneticists are stunned by what they're observing. Your transformation defies all reason. Aging, illness, decay, all are meaningless to you now. Your cells rejuvenate. Your energy becomes boundless, and even the most advanced technologies are failing to explain what is happening to you. As the evidence piles up, one conclusion becomes undeniable. You are not just evolving. You are rewriting what it means to be human. These discoveries are shaking the foundation of modern science. Researchers who once dismissed ancient myths are now scrambling to understand how these ancient prophecies could be coming true in real time. Their disbelief is being replaced by awe, and in the process, they are discovering that science and spirituality, once thought to be at odds, are two sides of the same coin. Beneath the earth, beneath centuries of dust and time, sacred texts have begun to surface. These texts, buried deep in ancient tombs and hidden libraries, contain the words that once foretold of your return. Holy testimonies written by those who once worshipped the gods speak of a chosen one who would emerge in the darkest of times to lead humanity back to the divine source. The discovery of these documents is no accident. Scholars and historians, many of whom dedicated their lives to unlocking the secrets of these sacred scrolls, are now finding that the stories they once studied were never myths. They were coded messages for the future. They spoke of you. The world is beginning to realize that your transformation is not just a coincidence. It was always part of the plan, a divine destiny written in the stars. As these holy testimonies are revealed, they are stirring deep, ancestral memories in people around the globe. You are more than just a leader. You are the fulfillment of an ancient promise. And as these sacred writings reach the public eye, a wave of spiritual awakening is sweeping over humanity, reminding them of their true purpose. The wisdom of ancient Greece and the power of Egyptian deities were built upon the belief that the gods once walked among us. These ancient cultures understood the delicate balance between the divine and the mortal. And now, these very myths, once thought to be allegorical, are pointing directly to you. You are not just a person. You are the living embodiment of everything these ancient civilizations had dreamed of. Greek mythology spoke of gods who could change form, transcend time, and rule over the elements. Egyptian mythology spoke of the pharaohs as gods, direct intermediaries between the people and the divine. These stories, once relegated to the realm of fantasy, now come alive in your very being. You are the continuation of a cosmic story that began thousands of years ago. As researchers connect the dots between these ancient myths and your transformation, they realize that you are the intersection of two powerful forces. You are both the fulfillment of prophecy and the beginning of a new era. The myths, once believed to be legends, now offer a framework for understanding your divine purpose. The great philosophers of the ancient world, Plato, Aristotle, Confucius, spoke of a higher truth, a divine order that governed the universe. They wrote about a time when humanity would recognize its true nature and reconnect with the divine source. That time is now. As you awaken, the wisdom of these philosophers seems less like speculation and more like a roadmap for your path. These great thinkers knew that the divine wasn't distant. It was within us all. They spoke of the potential for humanity to transcend its earthly limitations and merge with the divine. And as you stand on the precipice of your transformation, their teachings are being validated. You are the embodiment of their visions, the realization of their greatest hopes for humankind. The ancient philosophies have been guiding you all along, even when you didn't know it. Now, as the world witnesses your ascent, it becomes clear that you are not just a leader for a generation. You are a symbol for all of humanity. And in your divine rise, you are reminding the world of what it was always meant to be. The gods of old were not static beings. They were part of an eternal cycle of birth, death, and rebirth. Every few millennia, the gods would return to the mortal realm, each time bringing with them a new vision for humanity. Now, this cycle has come full circle. You are the one who has returned to bridge the gap between the mortal and the eternal, to guide humanity back to its divine origins. Your transformation isn't a one-time event. It's a part of an ongoing cosmic rhythm. The ancient gods knew this, and they prepared the way for your arrival. As you cross the threshold from mortal to divine, you are walking the same path that the great gods of history once walked. You are becoming what they were, and even transcending it. The divine cycle is eternal, and now it's your turn to step into the role that has been waiting for you. You are the living manifestation of a truth that has echoed through the ages. The gods never leave. They only wait for the right moment to return. And that moment is now. As you evolve, the very structure of reality itself begins to tremble. Through your divine rise, humanity is now waking up to a truth they once believed impossible. They are not bound by time. They are part of it, flowing through it, timeless in their essence. Within you lies a spark, an eternal flame that has always been there, waiting for the right moment to ignite. That moment is now. The God within you stirs, awakening from a long slumber. But this awakening is not simply about power. It's about wisdom, understanding, and connection to the very source of all creation. As the divine energy surges through you, every corner of your being is filled with an immense sense of clarity and purpose. The God inside you is not foreign. It is a part of your essence, a reflection of everything you have ever been and will ever become. This awakening is not a sudden event, but a process of rediscovery, of coming home to yourself, your mind, your heart, your soul. Each aspect of your being becomes attuned to a higher frequency, one that resonates with the heartbeat of the universe itself. As the inner God emerges, you begin to see the world through new eyes. You perceive the divine in everything, every person, every moment, every breath. The once opaque veil between the mortal and the eternal lifts, and you begin to understand the interconnectedness of all things. Your divine nature is no longer a distant concept. It is now a living reality, transforming not just you, but everything around you. For the scientific community, your transformation is nothing short of a revolution. The very laws of biology, physiology, and physics, those fundamental principles that have governed life for millennia, seem to crumble in your presence. Medical teams, once confident in their knowledge of human biology, now watch in disbelief as your body defies every rule they have spent their careers studying. Your cells regenerate at a rate they cannot explain. Aging, disease, and decay, concepts once seen as inevitable, no longer apply to you. Your heart beats with a rhythm that transcends the human experience, and every inch of your being vibrates with a divine energy that no technology can measure. The more the scientists study, the more they realize that they are in the presence of something entirely beyond their understanding. This is more than just a physical transformation. It is a metaphysical one. You are not just evolving, you are rewriting the fundamental code of life itself. The boundaries of biology have been shattered. You are living proof that humanity is capable of far more than anyone ever imagined. In you, the divine and the human have fused, creating something entirely new. And the world, now forced to reckon with this reality, can only watch in awe as the impossible becomes the new standard. For centuries, holy scholars and theologians have pored over ancient scriptures, searching for clues about the return of the divine. They speculated, they debated, but never did they expect to see the very prophecies they studied come to life before their eyes. But now, they have no doubt. You are the one they have been waiting for, the chosen one, the divine entity who has come to reunite humanity with its true source. Across every faith, from Christianity to Hinduism, from Islam to Buddhism, the sacred texts speak of a figure who would transcend the limitations of mortality and lead the world into a new age of enlightenment. Now, those texts have come alive in you. The holy scholars, once divided by their own beliefs, now stand united in their recognition of your divine identity. In your presence, the ancient scriptures no longer seem like distant, obscure writings. They are living truths, unfolding in real time. The scholars are no longer just interpreters of these texts. They are witnesses to the living prophecy. They understand now that the divine has always been part of humanity's journey, and through you, the world is being reminded of its divine origin. At first, world leaders were skeptical, even dismissive. How could they accept such an extraordinary claim? But as the evidence mounted, as the miraculous transformation continued, even the most powerful leaders of the world were forced to confront the undeniable truth. You are the chosen one, the ruler of the heavens. The bridge between the divine and the mortal has arrived. Governments, once focused on earthly power and control, now find themselves in a position of awe and reverence. Your transformation is not just a spiritual awakening. It is a global event, one that reshapes the political landscape. No longer can leaders ignore the divine presence walking among them. You, the universal heir, are the new standard by which all power will be measured. The world, now fully recognizing your divine status, begins to shift its focus. The power structures that once defined nations are now seen as fleeting in comparison to the timeless authority you embody. As the divine ruler of the universe, your leadership is not just about politics, it's about guiding humanity toward its true potential. You are the new leader, not just of nations, but of the entire cosmos. For generations, humanity has prayed for a savior, someone who could bring about the divine transformation they so desperately needed. These prayers, whispered through the ages, were not forgotten. And now, as you stand before the world, it becomes clear. You are the answer to those prayers. You are the fulfillment of every hope, every dream, every wish that has ever been made by those who sought a higher truth. The prayers of countless generations have culminated in this moment. Your awakening is not just the beginning of a new era, it is the culmination of a divine plan that has been unfolding for millennia. Every soul that has ever hoped for guidance, for peace, for the return of the gods, has now witnessed that hope take form in you. As you embrace your divine purpose, you become a symbol of faith, hope, and salvation for all those who have longed for a leader who could show them the way. You are not just a figure of worship, you are the embodiment of all that humanity has ever prayed for. And in this, you offer the world not just a promise, but a living, breathing reality. The moment you were reborn, the world changed. The universe, once a place of uncertainty and chaos, now moves to the rhythm of your divine essence. You, the chosen one, have transcended the limits of gods, bringing with you a new era, one where the divine and the mortal are no longer separate, but intertwined in a cosmic dance. This is not just your transformation, it is the beginning of a new age. The era of the God One has arrived, and with it comes a profound shift in human consciousness. No longer are people trapped by the confines of their limited understanding. The divine is here, walking among them, guiding them toward a higher state of being. As you continue to evolve, the world follows in your wake. The universe is no longer a cold, indifferent place. It pulses with the same energy that flows through you. And as the world awakens to the reality of your divine presence, humanity begins to realize that it, too, is capable of greatness. Through you, the impossible has become possible. And through you, the world will never be the same again. The moment of your awakening is unlike anything the world has ever experienced. For eons, humanity has searched the heavens, praying for a figure to lead them back to their higher purpose. They longed for someone who would bridge the gap between the mortal and the divine, someone who could restore balance to a world lost in chaos. That figure is you. The Chosen One's divine awakening is the answer to generations of prayers, and as the universe trembles in response, you stand as the beacon of light in the darkness. This is no ordinary transformation. This is the fulfillment of prophecy, the arrival of a cosmic event that has been foretold since the dawn of time. As you embrace your divine power, you become the living embodiment of humanity's deepest desires: hope, redemption, and the return of the divine presence. You are the savior they have longed for, the light that will guide them through the storm. But it's not just about power. Your awakening is a call for humanity to remember its true essence. As the divine essence surges through your being, it awakens something within every soul on earth. You are not just a figure of myth and legend, you are the living promise that humanity can transcend its limitations and reconnect with the divine source from which it came. As the world watches in awe, your divine awakening becomes a global event that unites all nations, all people. This is a moment of cosmic importance, one that will echo through history for centuries to come. Through your presence, the divine once again walks among humans, and the promise of a better world is no longer just a dream. It is a reality unfolding before their eyes. The impact of your awakening will ripple through every facet of life, spiritual, political, and personal. You are not just a leader, you are a catalyst for change. And as you continue to evolve, the world around you will transform, following your divine lead toward a new era of unity, peace, and enlightenment. The ancient prophecies, written in forgotten scrolls and buried beneath layers of time, are now unfolding before the world. What was once considered myth is now reality, and the Chosen One stands at the center of it all. These prophecies spoke of a time when humanity would find its way back to its divine roots, a time when a chosen being would rise above all others, to guide them through the challenges of existence. As the world grapples with the enormity of this revelation, the ancient texts, once thought to be allegorical, are now being reinterpreted as prophetic blueprints for the future. The sacred scriptures of Egypt, Greece, and the East have all pointed to this singular moment, the moment when you would rise, revealing the true nature of humanity and its connection to the divine source. What was written in these ancient texts is now coming alive in your transformation. The divine essence that courses through your being mirrors the great powers described by the ancients, powers that transcend time, space, and even the very fabric of reality. The time of the gods has returned, and their voice is now heard through you. These prophecies are not mere predictions. They are guiding principles for humanity's next steps. The world now understands that your existence is not a coincidence. You are the fulfillment of every prophecy, the divine presence that was always meant to lead the world toward its true potential. The universe, once chaotic and uncertain, now moves with purpose, guided by your awakening. With every passing moment, the realization grows stronger. The divine is not distant, it is here. It is within you. And as the chosen one, you are not just living the prophecy, you are becoming the living manifestation of the divine truths written in the stars. The new era of divine truth has begun. Your awakening is more than a personal transformation. It is a global event that reshapes the very fabric of reality. As the world watches in awe, the consciousness of humanity begins to shift. What was once unseen, unheard, and unknown is now coming into focus. The world's collective mind is expanding, waking up to the truths that have always been within reach, but hidden beneath the veil of ignorance. People everywhere, from the smallest villages to the grandest cities, feel the shift. It starts with a subtle sense of peace, a knowing that something extraordinary is unfolding. As your divine energy radiates outward, it touches everyone. The anxiety, fear, and division that once plagued humanity begin to dissolve in the presence of your transformation. You are the catalyst for a new global consciousness, a consciousness that recognizes the interconnectedness of all life and the divine potential within every soul. This shift isn't just about spiritual enlightenment. It's about awakening to the truth of who humanity truly is. As the divine presence manifests through you, it calls people to remember their own divine origins, their connection to the source of all creation. This awakening is a reminder that we are all part of something much greater than ourselves, and together we can create a world based on unity, love, and mutual respect. The old structures of power and control begin to fall away as the collective mind shifts toward a higher purpose. People begin to question old beliefs and systems that once seemed unbreakable. The new world, one guided by divine wisdom, is rising from the ashes of the old, and you, the chosen one, are leading the charge. With each passing day, more people feel the pull of this transformation. The world is waking up, and as it does, it moves toward a brighter future, one where the divine and the human are no longer separate, but intertwined in a dance of unity and purpose. This is the dawn of a new era, and it begins with you. As the chosen one, you are not simply a figurehead or a symbol. You are a living embodiment of divine power. This power isn't just about strength or influence. It is a force that transcends human understanding. It is a force that connects you to the very heart of creation, allowing you to lead not from a place of ego or dominance, but from a place of wisdom, compassion, and universal truth. Your divine power isn't just about what you can do, it's about how you inspire others to do the same. As you awaken to your true nature, those around you begin to tap in to their own divine potential. Your transformation is a catalyst, sparking a chain reaction of awakening that touches everyone in your presence. People begin to realize that they, too, are capable of transcending their limitations, of reaching higher levels of consciousness and understanding. This new form of leadership isn't about ruling over others. It's about empowering them to see the divine within themselves. Your leadership is one of service, of guiding others to their true purpose and helping them align with the divine flow of the universe. The world no longer needs rulers. It needs guides, mentors, and leaders who inspire others to awaken and realize their full potential. Your transformation is a reminder that true leadership is not about exerting power over others. It's about lifting them up, showing them the way, and helping them reclaim their divine birthright. This new form of leadership is the foundation for the future. The world is no longer bound by the old ways of power and hierarchy. The divine leadership you embody paves the way for a world where people work together, in harmony with one another and the universe, to create a better tomorrow for all. The awakening of the Chosen One is not just the return of divine power, it is the unveiling of humanity's true cosmic destiny. For too long, humanity has lived in ignorance, disconnected from the vast universe and its divine origins. But now, the divine blueprint is becoming clear. You are the key to unlocking the mysteries of existence, the one who will lead humanity back to its rightful place in the cosmos. The divine blueprint is not something written in a distant, unattainable realm. It is embedded in the very fabric of reality. It is a plan for humanity's evolution, a plan that stretches far beyond the boundaries of this planet. As the Chosen One, you are the one who holds the key to this blueprint, and your awakening is the signal for humanity to begin the next chapter of its journey. The cosmic destiny of humanity is one of unity, enlightenment, and transcendence. The divine blueprint calls for a world where every individual recognizes their divine essence, where all beings live in harmony with one another and the universe. Your role is to guide humanity toward this vision, helping people realize their true potential and their connection to the divine source. As humanity follows the divine blueprint, the world will change. Old conflicts will give way to cooperation. Division will transform into unity, and fear will be replaced by love. This is the path that has always been meant for humanity. And now, as the Chosen One, you are the living embodiment of that path. The cosmic destiny of humanity is unfolding, and you are the one leading the way. The universe is vast, and humanity is only beginning to understand its place within it. The divine blueprint you carry is not just about personal transformation, it is a roadmap for the entire world. And as you walk this path, you will inspire others to follow, creating a ripple effect that will change the course of history forever. The gods of old are not lost in myth. They are here, in you. The divine essence that flows through your veins is the same that once coursed through the gods of ancient times. You are not just a mortal being who has risen to divinity. You are the return of the gods, the living proof that the divine is never truly gone. The separation between the mortal and the divine is over, and you, the Chosen One, stand as the bridge between both realms. The gods of old walked among humans, guiding and shaping the destiny of civilizations. Now, as you awaken, their energy returns, not as distant figures, but as part of your very being. The ancient gods did not vanish. They simply went into hiding, waiting for the right moment to re-emerge. That moment is now. As you embody the power of the gods, you are not just a ruler, you are a conduit through which the divine can flow into the world. The power of the gods is not just for a select few, it is for all who are ready to embrace it. You are here to show humanity that the divine is not separate from them. It is within them, and through their awakening, they too can connect with the divine essence that has always been a part of them. The return of the gods is a reminder that divinity is not something distant or unattainable. It is something inherent within every soul. As you rise, you show humanity that they, too, can awaken to their true divine nature. The gods have not abandoned humanity. They have simply been waiting for the right moment to return. And that moment is now. The divine and the mortal are no longer separate. As the chosen one, you bridge this gap, and in doing so, you reveal the truth that humanity has always sought. They are one with the divine. And through this realization, the world begins to heal, evolving toward a higher state of consciousness and being. A collective consciousness that recognizes the inherent divinity within all beings. Your sacred union serves as the model for a new era, an era where human potential is no longer limited by the confines of fear, ego, and separation from the divine. As you embody this sacred unity, people everywhere will begin to see themselves in a new light, as beings with unlimited potential, capable of embodying divine qualities. Through this sacred fusion, the world will come to understand that divinity is not an external force to be attained, but an internal truth waiting to be unlocked. This awakening to the truth of the self will lead to a massive collective shift, a movement towards spiritual enlightenment, personal growth, and interconnectedness with all life.